Hi, my friends. Welcome to my channel, the Rubasha Family Podcast channel, and my personal Dizeye Rubasha. Today is another day we continue to share, every day to challenge our mind with our ideas and to communicate. And that's how we grow. Each of us, we grow always, every day, when we challenge our mind, when we keep working, thinking, and we can share our views. We can share what in our mind is so important. And today, I'm still campaigning, promoting African names. I'm promoting Kenyan names. I want every child, every Kenyan, to think and to have both African names. It's a challenge. I done it. I changed my names. But the question is, do you know why, as a Kenyan, do you have white names, colonial names, Islam names? Why do we end up to having these names? That is very question not everyone think in their mind. Sometimes you have those names, you don't even know those names. They are white names, they are Muslim names, Arabs, or a different background. And we don't know why we have those names. And that is the question, that the challenge I'm going to give you when you see my message. You answer this within yourself. You ask, you research, and why? Because this is are not African names. Why do we have it? Why are the children born in their countries, most of them, they have the names with their ancestors. They have names with representing them, with their cultures. They have the names which been around in their communities, in their cultures. But again, my question is, do you know why, as African we have, as you Kenyans, we have the other people's names? Even, do you know, this name is not African, it's not ours. Because, my friend, some people told me, oh, these are Christians' names, we are Christians, it's our names. These are the names, they're in the Bible. Those they are answer people, they will go to give it to you. But even though you can agree with me, those, they are not African names. Because my challenge here, while the purpose I'm recording, I'm sharing with you, is to, as African, Kenyan, each country you're coming from, to have Africans' names, Rwandese names, Kenyan names, Burundian names, both as our names. We have to bring pride to ourselves, because to have other people's names, if you have Arabs' names, those are Arabs' names. They have meanings in their language. And that is why when you see them in their culture, you're not going to find anyone who has in their country Kenyan names. Even if sometimes it's so hard to find them in their country, they have white names. No, they have their particular names. I can give example. Indians have been colonized for a long time, as same as other African countries. But when you look, their leaders, or they have kept their names, even though they have been colonized. Even some other different countries. I traveled to Turkey. Turkey is considered an Islam state, but you found they have their own names. They are Muslim. Their faith are Muslim, but they have their own name. That's the question, why Africans? You can take religion as you want. You can be a Muslim, but you can have both African name. Like the way Turkey, they have their own name with their own language. You could be Christian, but you can have Kenyan names, both Kenyan names. Because the names, it's our identity. The name is so powerful. That is why I am here recording. I am here talking. Today you go to see this message. Share the message. Have that question to yourself. And you go to find the answer. The answer is within you. There's not much time to know why did it happen. It happened. But we are talking to change it, to revolutionize our mind, to take pride in Kenyans' names. Every child born now in Kenya, he should be named Kenyan names, their tribes' names. We got to have a challenge. We got to create more names. We have language. We have culture. We have everything. We have all gifts God has given to us to have our name, to have pride names. Names which is good representing us. There's a lot of things we can do, even we have to do in Africa. There's a lot of challenge. Economics, financially, healthy. Every challenge of life is there, is everywhere. But we still work with it. Yes, because we have a challenge. Most people tell me, oh, we have a lot of problem. We should not worry about names. No, there is no problem. The problem is what we have in our mind. The problem started from losing your identity. Losing your identity is so powerful and make you not to like and not to love yourself. Sometimes it's so powerful. But we can't know it until we talk about it. There is a change because I have experienced it. But you're experiencing after you change your name. Yes, before when I have a French name, I never think about it. I never question about it. I never even think a single day until one person asked me the same question I'm asking. What is your names mean? Somebody asked me, what is Alois mean? I didn't know. As I said, it's a French name. And that's what I know is a French name. So the same question I'm asking you, if you have a white name there, what the meaning of that name? Because sometimes you found even we could have the meaning in our African language, our Kenyan language, and Kiswahili, or in any language, in tribe language, but we still prefer to be called our white names. Why? That's the question. If you know the why, you got to make you to think, and it's got to make even why you have to change and to have a Kenyan name. This is individual. This is from you to decide. Let's talk about it every day. Every child, every parent should think about it. Give your children the African names. This is the challenge. This is the seed I'm planting in your mind. You, today, if you're watching this video, you know Ndize Rubasha is telling you, change your name for your children. Or your children, give them new name, Kenyan names, names which represent you, your tribe, and your ancestors. And the country, from individual, the country change. The country changed from one ideas and one individual, change everything. And the systems can allow to change. Technology, that is why it's here. You make everything easier when a mind of people have decided to do something. We've got to revolutionize our mind. As African, we've got to take our own names and our own identity, bring it back where it was before colonial, where our ancestors has wished us to have this. There's many Kenyans there who have the same ideas. There are many Kenyans there who already has done this. There are many Kenyans who never given their children the white names, which the children have the African names. That is what I want to share with you. I want to have conversation with you. I want to invite you on my podcast and we share and we communicate. From today, we go to market African names. We are going to promote African names. That is what other society are ahead in life. White community know well what marketing is. They market everything. Everything they take, they market it to the world. They market it, you forgot what is yours, you can take theirs because the power of marketing. It's just marketing. If they keep telling us their names, and they can't read your name, they can't spell your name, and they've been educated in the names, their alphabet like anyone else, but always they say, oh, it's so hard to read it. You can't spell it. Or, what is hard? There's nothing hard, but it's in the mind. It's just to show what yours, it's difficult. It's better you take their eyes much easier to read and to promote. See, that is the power of supremacy and bringing inferiority to us. Always they keep saying, oh, it's so hard. It's so hard to pronounce your name. Oh, it's so hard. How to spell it? Oh, it's in the mind. And they do on purpose. But we have to teach them. The respect comes from there. The respect is somebody who's willing to know your name and learn to spell it the way you spell theirs. But they think it's so hard. And they're educated. They read books. They read everything. But when you tell them your names, which is in Kinyarwanda or in Kiswahili, it becomes hard. See, but it's not hard. It's how they market. It's how they always continue to put us down. And somebody to put you down, that's how they started colonial mind to take our names away. They take our names away just to put us down. To know your name, it doesn't have meaning. It doesn't have value the way it should be. And that is why. Why else they came and they changed their names? To give us names, Monique, Annabelle, Esperance, Naomi, William. Why? And we have enough name to can give our children. That is why we have to bring their pride. We have to bring our pride with African names and Kenyan names. It's just a power of mind. Change our belief. It's going to change. Everything's easier. And it's the journey we are taking. It's going to change everything through our other economics, health system, sport, everything. To go back to have our own like anyone else. But to have our own, he has to start with our names. Guys, thank you again. And continue to thank you all the times for your feedback. Feedback makes us to grow. It makes us to have an idea and to share. Keep following us to the Rubasha Family Podcast and to my personal channel at Nizeye Rubasha. And thank you. Have a nice day. And some other places have good evening. See you for the next topic.